this computer. Hey guys, welcome to Team Fit and Fearless Zoom, January 13th, 2021. Holy moly. I don't know if you guys just saw my post or my upline Devin wrote a post. I have officially hit the $100,000 mark, $108,000, which is pretty freaking cool. With my tenure of being a Team Beachbody coach, this was something that I said no to a bunch of times. And then I got in the best shape of my life and people were asking me what to do, what I was doing. So I actually just sent everyone to Devin and then I realized, hey, I could do this too. I was taking care of myself and I was an avid crafter. As you could see, all my Cricut stuff behind me. My sales tripled in Etsy, and I made paper penises and paper, like, I don't know, like paper flowers, and I sold it on Etsy, and I did like a bunch of wedding stuff on there in vinyl. Tripled my sales in a year. Got a highly effective teacher that year. So when you do take care of yourself, all other places in your life totally gets better. I do this week in our team page tomorrow, I'm going to do a little live Zoom. I'm going to record a video and then I'll share it in the team page to show you how you can access to see how much your paycheck is going to be next week. And then also I'll just be doing little lessons like that throughout the week. But tonight we have a very special guest. We have Shay Wells on. Shay Wells is a mom of two, I believe, right? Yes. Okay. She is the founder of Team Faithful and Fit, and she is coming off of a toxic relationship. I don't even want to call it a relationship, but a toxic experience with being a coach, and she turned her toxicity into positivity, and she is currently at 10 months in a row of Success Club, a lifetime 1-star, almost a 2-star maybe, and she is just brought life back to her business, to the company, and you might have seen her on Team Beachbody Champions Facebook page. She was asked by corporate to run a little Zoom on there, and I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm so happy that we've connected. I love watching your story. She's very consistent on social media. Shay, if you just want to drop your handle in the chat, and then we could follow you and give you some love too and tag you. But Thank you so much for giving your time. I know it's probably like almost maybe bedtime around there, so I totally love it. So tell us a little bit about you, how you got started with Team Beachbody.
Yeah, so first of all, congratulations on your incredible income achievement with Beachbody. And I mean, Success Club, all of the things that you've been able to do and inspire so many women. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. Hi, everybody. So I'm super grateful to be here with you guys. My mom was just here and I hadn't seen her since June. And I was like, listen, though, you got to get out soon because I have something really fun to do. So goodbye. So I had to kick my mom out real quick, but thank you so much for allowing me to be here with you guys. I am pumped. So like Sarah said, I had a very toxic team environment, and it was like 2018, that whole year, I made huge strides with my business. I went from an Emerald coach that I didn't even know what Emerald was, but on Facebook, I was tagged in a, hey, you went Emerald, congratulations post. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that means. I had no clue, but I went from an unknowing Emerald coach to a 1-star diamond coach by August. So it was about 7-8 months that I grew my business. I grew not only my account to diamond, but also my husband's account to diamond within those 8 months. So I made huge strides within a very fast time. And then come October, things kind of crumbled, and I realized I was not running my business the way that Beachbody intended business to run. And so I went to shut down my account. I was doing big things, and I literally was going to click the cancel button, and I reached out to my corporate mentor because I didn't know if you know this. The higher you rank in Beachbody, you get really cool corporate mentors, and they really walk alongside you as well. And so I reached out to my corporate mentor, and I was like, something that doesn't feel right. I'm not happy. This company, I don't love it. And he was like, have a meeting with me. And I sat down, and he was like, how you've been running things is actually illegal. There are a lot of things that you shouldn't be doing. And let me tell you who Beachbody really is. And that was when it really started to turn around for me. He said, take 2 months off, don't hit Success Club, and drop rank. Now, for someone who built One Star Diamond in 8 months, I was like, what do you mean drop rank? I worked my tail off. Success Club is a big deal for me. And he said, no, step away, but don't walk away completely, just step back. So then January of 2020, my business partner, Emily, who's on the call, she reached out to me and she said, hey, she was part of the former team as well. And so is Cassie, who's on too. And she said, hey, let's form something awesome. Let's go for it. Let's team up and let's do something big. So January 2020, I teamed up with Emily and we hit the ground running. So that's kind of where we started. Can I share my screen? Because I have
Of course.
Okay.
So the team that she was on, they hit elite that year.
Yes.
Right. So they're also, when you hit elite, you get a lot of accolades as well. So that's hard too. So
we had to see our coach when Summit rolled around, and leadership, because she had earned that as well, 5-star elite coach. We were able to watch her open her elite things and get all of these accolades and do all of these things as we all were completely dropped off, like done. And so it's actually 2020 was like a huge growth year, and a year that we all had to kind of find our own belief and find ourselves again and find out what coaching was about, and literally start from scratch with very little anything. So it says my share screen doesn't work.
Oh, it won't let you. Okay, hold on. Advanced sharing option, I think under security.
I think so.
All right, you should be good to go.
Okay. Yay. Okay. I'll just do this so that you don't have to stare at that. Okay, so can everybody see that? Okay, so I mean, we already did introduction. I'm a mom of 2 daughters. I also run a global ministry with my husband, which is crazy right now with COVID because he's no longer traveling. And so we're home all the time. My family and I have been home since March 13th. All 4 of us have not left. We remote learn, we run 2 businesses, we do all the things together. So it's been, interesting. A little bit more about my coach journey. I started as a VIP customer for 1.5 years. I said no to this business opportunity over and over and over. Before I was a VIP customer for 1.5 years, I said no for 1.5 years. And I kick myself when I sit down and think about what I could have done in those 3 years that I said no. And then the full 1.5 years, I said no to the business opportunity. And I was like the worst VIP customer ever. I never bought anything, always going inactive. I was the person you did not want on your team until I sat down and was like, okay, let's try. I was, like Sarah was saying, I was on a top coach 5-star team, walked away and almost quit, then created Team Faithful and Fit in January of 2021. So what changed? The biggest thing.
Do you mean 2020?
Oh yeah, 2020. Oh yeah, 2020. See, look, now I'm used to doing 2021 now.
I know.
You guys on my tracker the other day, I literally wrote 2001. I was like, where? Whoa. I don't know. I went back. Okay, so the biggest thing that changed for myself and our entire team is belief. And I truly believe that you have to believe in Beachbody first. Because so many times it's like, I mean, your job is to pour into yourself and pass that along to others. But if you don't believe that what you have works, if you don't believe that our programs work, if you don't believe that 2B Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix works, if you don't believe that following a tracker works, you're not going to confidently share an incredible opportunity with people. So my first question to you is, do you believe that Beachbody works? Do you believe that the programs work? Do you believe that Shakeology is needed for a healthy life? There are so many times I hear coaches like, oh, Shakeology is okay if you want it. Like, no, you need Shakeology. Shakeology needs to be a part of your daily life. And Energize, like, if you're not living your life without Energize, I don't know how you're living life. It just can't happen. So you have to believe that these things work. If Beachbody isn't working for you, why? There was a long time that I was like, oh, Beachbody is fun, but like their programs are okay. I was taking 900 breaks during my workout. I wasn't getting the results I wanted. And therefore my belief was slipping in our programs and products because I wasn't being a product of the product. So your belief first has to come in Beachbody and Shakeology and really sit on that. Like, why do I not drink Shakeology every day? Why do I not believe that every single person can benefit from this? Shakeology, I was just talking to my mom. You guys, her husband is type 1 diabetic. Type 1 diabetic. You can't fix that, right? He has not changed anything, has not changed his diet, won't work out. Shakeology every single day, his A1C levels are normal. Now I know like we can't go around being like it's going to cure your diabetes, clearly. But for him, it has been vital in his nutrition to have Shakeology every single day. And those are things that we can't forget how incredible Shakeology is and how it's so much more than a protein weight loss shake that people see. So that's my first, I guess, 2 questions to you. So then if you believe in Beachbody, sweet. Well, now you want to run a team. Is your team going anywhere? Do you have goals that fuel your fire? And do you believe your own goals? How many times do we say goals because we hear other people say them? Like, I want to be diamond. I want to hit Success Club. Oh, 5-star would be fun. Well, yeah, but do you believe that you can actually do that? Do you believe that you are capable of that? And are you willing to match your action to your desired belief? Because so many times, right? Like it's so easy to get a notebook when someone says, oh, what are your goals for the year? And be like, oh, Success Club, 5-star, $1,000 a month. Here you go. I did it. And then we close the notebook and it goes over here because we don't really believe it. And then we're not willing to put the action into it. So you have to know, is your team going somewhere? Are you as a coach going somewhere? And where are you going? And do you really believe it? And I'll get into, we're going to go a little bit deeper into this. It's going to get a little deep. So how do you find belief in yourself? Because if you believe in yourself, anything is possible because you know you're going somewhere, right? So you believe in the company, you believe in Shakeology, and you believe your team is going somewhere. But who is leading that team? Well, you are. So do you believe in you? Now, 9 times out of 10, everybody will say, oh, yeah, I do. But then they sit down and they start second guessing an invite. They second guess a post. They second guess, should they talk on their stories? They second guess everything about themselves, but they believe in their team wholeheartedly, which is awesome. They believe in the company, but as a leader, you have to believe in yourself as well. So here are some tips that I have that have completely changed my belief in myself. And I'm really seeing my team grow in their own self-belief. And you guys, last year, it was our first year as a team, and we doubled in size in a year. We had people who just started and were hitting Success Club. We literally doubled in size in 1 year because people started believing in themselves. So one of the things is you have to journal every day. I know it sounds crazy because, you think of your journal and you think of like, I'm going to open it and like, dear diary, Matt was really cute in class today, right? Like that's what you think of as a journal. But instead it's like, why am I holding myself back? 9 times out of 10, it's because of something said when you were a kid or 5 years ago or that jerk on social media. I literally had some jerk this morning. I did a reel and he said, could you imagine taking health advice from someone who looks like that? And I was like, yeah, I can. Like, are you kidding me? But if I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't go back, I would have been destroyed today. But instead, I was like, heck yes, you should take health advice from me. Are you kidding me? Because I sit down and I've had to work through some stuff, right? So you have to find out why you don't believe in yourself and start breaking those chains. A lot of times it's because of other things that people have told us. Network marketing, you'll never do anything with it. Your Beachbody's a scam, right? Like you can literally Google whatever and you're going to find people being negative about it. But why are you here? You are here for a reason and you are here to spread joy and happiness and help people get healthy and fit. So lean into that. And what do you bring to the table? Well, that's when you got to journal it out, right? So highly recommend that.
Way to go. I mean, I have to say, like, having that positive mindset, it's so weird. I knew like you were going to get on this call tonight and have like talk about belief. And
Yeah.
I never heard like that story of before because it just happened today, but something like that happened to me. And, you know, I just started working out and someone's like, oh, nice belly. And I was like, yeah, I just had a kid 6 months ago or 6 weeks ago, you effing jerk, right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness that Beachbody, like one of our vitals is self personal development,
Yeah.
because without that, and without the belief in myself, right? Knowing that I'm a badass or bad A, BI, you know what, I would be like, oh, I'm so done. I'm done with this. But it's so easy to block, to delete comments and just like, screw you. And when people say things like that, it's not you, it's them.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times we see a comment like that or we hear something and usually it's like from family that says things and you're just like, oh, so then what we do is we get around those people and we hold ourselves back. Which when we're all in person, you can hold yourself back, but you're on social media and there are trolls. So are you going to hold yourself back or are you going to go, huh, yeah, funny, delete. Now I'm going to go rant for 2 minutes on my stories, which is what I did because I was like, this needs to be talked about at the fact that we have a stigma about body type and what health looks like, which is a whole other topic. So I won't even rant. If you want to see my rant, go check it out. So yes, you have to pour into you. So journaling every day, I think, is super vital. Also, you have to keep your goals and your why visible. Because just like I was talking about before, how many times do you write down your goals, you write down your why, you take notes on a call, and then you shut your notebook and it sits on your desk until the next time you need to take notes, and then you pull it out, right? You might skim them over a little bit here and there, but you've got to keep things visible. The wall in my bathroom has like 500 notes, either notes from like my husband that were encouraging or myself. You have to keep those visible to remind yourself because it's easy to let the outside come swirling into here, but to have things that are visible to be able to go, I reminded myself this morning that I'm like a kick-ass coach. And so what you say does not faze me. So keep them visible. Okay. Accountability, accountability, accountability. If you want belief in yourself, you have to have people that you can check in on and that believe in you. This business is meant to be run with relationships. Yes, trust me, Emily and I are huge at, we are a big story of what you can do alone, but we had each other, right? We completely walked away. We were kind of doing the business separately. We came together, and that's when huge things happened. You have to have accountability. If you have one person to check in every single day and say, hey, I did my tracker, or hey, I actually did my workout, or I stuck to my to-be mindset, whatever it is that you're struggling with, find somebody that you can check in on that believes in you, because they're going to go, hey, we said that we were going to do this What are you doing? And the more they pour belief into you, the more you're going to start believing it yourself. So have accountability. I just put some trackers over here. We have one for our team that we really push, like family time and turning off your phones and things. So we have that tracker for our team. And then of course the business tracker too, which is incredible.
Yeah, I love that they're going to be coming out with on the phone or on the
Yeah,
app.
the app. I'm
Yep.
so excited for that because there is an app now that
Yeah.
like a top coach did, but it's not amazing. And I love all of the statistics that Beachbody has put in it too, that you're going to be able to still track things. So definitely download the tracker app. You have to be able to track where you're going. You have to be able to track everything. That's why like journaling, tracking your business, tracking your nutrition, you have to track all of it or else you think that you're doing it all and really you haven't posted in 6 weeks. So track. Okay, so this one was my husband's idea to put in here because I was talking to him today and I was like, listen, what makes you not believe in yourself? And like I said, like we run a global ministry. And so we talk to a lot of people. We counsel married couples. I counsel women. He counsels men. We do a lot of counseling on the side. And I was like, what holds people back? And he was like, you have to learn to love yourself. And he was like, not only do you have to love to learn yourself, but when was the last time people have looked in the mirror and actually looked at themselves? And like, he always has people in counseling. He'll be like, go tell yourself in the mirror that you love yourself. And we'll get people like, I threw up. I couldn't do it. I cried. I couldn't do it. You have to be able to love the person that you're believing in. And it takes time, but when was the last time that you really looked at yourself and really said, like, I freaking believe in you and you're going to be a diamond coach and you're going to be a 2-star coach because I see you, right? Sometimes we forget to talk to ourselves because we've talked to everybody else and made sure everyone else is pumped up. But when was the last time like you pumped yourself up? So, and there's a picture of me looking in the mirror because it was cute.
Do you like, so when you journal, are you writing like, Shay, you are a 2-star diamond coach, you are like beautiful, I'm awesome, like, is that what you're writing in your journal daily?
So honestly, it depends on the day. It's almost like a complete brain dump for me. And like some days I'll sit down and I will write 2 pages of I am statements. And I'm like, I don't know where that came from. Like that was crazy. And other days it is a page of gratitude. And so it kind of depends on the day, but I've also been doing it for a while. And so when I started at my old team, we were asked to do 10 I am statements a day. And that was kind of like required of us. And so I kind of stepped back from I am statements for about 1.5 years because I was like traumatized by telling myself that I am things. But then I was like, wait a minute, I am those things though. So now it's more of like a free flowing, like you're gonna do these things. So it does kind of depend on the day. So I went super quick because this is my last slide. So I just wanted to say that there's always someone to reach out to, and don't let your unbelief hold you back from anything, because you can borrow somebody else's belief until you believe it yourself. So my daughter, she's 9, so I have a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old. She'll be 13 in 2 weeks. So if you have any good vibes or anything, I'm gonna need it. But my 9-year-old struggles from extreme anxiety, like to the point that we had to get a therapist involved. She went to school 10 days out of an entire 6-month period. It's really, really bad. And one of the things that the therapist said was she needs an adult to borrow her calm. And when her anxiety is really high, she needs to sit and borrow your calm. And it makes me think about coaching, where on the days that I feel like I don't have belief in myself, that I don't feel like I have belief in anything, right? Because we're human and some days are just shit, really. And so there's just days that you're just like, I don't want to do it. Well, then I call up Emily, or I call up Cassie, or I call up one of my coaches and I say, can we just talk? And after I get off of a call with somebody who believes in me and believes wholeheartedly in our team and believes in where we're going, all of a sudden my belief is back. But I think so many times, because we're isolated with COVID and social media and all of the things, we kind of forget the fact that we have this really cool, tight-knit community that we're able to pour into, that I think we all need to take advantage of. So that's kind of all I have.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Thank you so much. And those slides were awesome. Very vulnerable. I think that you spoke to a lot of women on our team tonight, because I think being a woman, especially a mom or wife or girlfriend or anything, like all you do is you kind of just like worry about someone else, right? It like we always put ourselves on the back burner, and it's really hard for us to love ourselves and to remind ourselves to love ourselves. So I really like that, looking in the mirror and telling you that you are beautiful. And I need to journal more. I don't know about you ladies, but it's something that I'm missing out of my life, and I really think that it will help me. But I do have a couple of questions for you. Does anybody have any questions? If you do, drop it in the chat, take yourself off mute, whatever you do feel comfortable with. It's her. Sorry, Scarlett's just crying, but she should go back down. You do wear headbands. I do too. What are your favorite headbands?
Okay, so these are my favorite, and they're the legacy bands, which are Kim Fitzpatrick, who's the company. So if you watch my stories, if they have a tag by my left eye, they're legacy bands. However, and Cassie's whole wall, if you see hers, are all legacy bands as well. But if they don't have a tag, I buy the $15 5-pack on Amazon, and they're incredible, and they don't move or anything anyway. So it started off like I totally wanted to support Kim because it was a small business, but now she's like making a gigantic fortune. So
yeah,
I'm like, they're super cute.
I'm a Maven thread kind of gal, and I'm partnered with them. So I do have, and then I give away a headband every team call. So, yeah.
Well, I'm glad my whole team isn't on here watching. They'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah. My other question is, what program are you doing now, and what is your favorite program with Beachbody?
Okay, so I'm doing 9-week Control Freak right now. Cassie's laughing because, okay, you guys, don't discredit everything that I just said, okay? I don't like Autumn at all. I don't like her as a person. I do not like her at all. I cannot stand her. But her programs are legit. And so when 9-week Control Freak came out, I even told my whole team, I'm like, I'm not doing it. Good luck, you guys. I'm not doing it. And then they were like, no, you're doing it. So I bought it, I started it, and I freaking love it. So I'm loving 9-week Control Freak. I'm only 3 days in, so talk to me in 2 weeks and ask me if I still love it. But most of my team is doing 2B mindset with 9-week Control Freak or MBF. Yeah, I have to put music on to drown her out. There's nothing wrong with her. She's incredible. It's just for some reason she bugs me. And my favorite program though is Bar, which also is hilarious because at Summit 2019, I saw it and I was like, Bar. I like weights. Who's going to do Bar? Well, I did Bar 3 times and my butt lifted 3 inches. And so I was like, and I'm 6 feet tall. So I'm 6 feet tall. I'm not a small human. I am not graceful at all. And like I was doing Bar with like these long ass limbs everywhere. And my husband was like, okay, you're doing Bar. So that's definitely like my favorite program. Yes, I'm very.
I didn't realize that you were 6 feet. That's awesome. Do you have a before and after of your butt lift?
I do.
Yeah. Okay. I want to see that because I have one of, and I call it my non-surgical butt lift. I did Les Mills Body Combat when Beachbody was partnered with them. That was my second program I ever did on DVDs, and you got like the cool punching bat gloves. Yeah. And my butt lifted too. And I would just like share it to all my friends who were like, oh, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm doing this program and it lifted my butt here. And they're like, oh, I want to do it too. Oh, wow. That's really great. Cool.
So
Very
if anyone
cool.
wants the, you know, everyone's getting like the Brazilian butt lift surgeries. It's like, no, you don't have to do it.
Oh yeah, I know. I wish I could have hung out with all you guys. I was pregnant and I had to leave early because my son got really sick. He was like projectile vomiting. So, and we live in Jersey, so. But
also just, you know, the Shay at those retreats is, it'll be more fun now. That Shay was held back a lot and not being able to put herself out there to meet and mingle, because that was frowned upon on the last team, that we were not to be speaking to other people. So it was interesting.
That's insane.
Good journal to start with. So I have done like prompted journals, but I'm a bit of a free spirit kind of person. And so I'm one of those people that I'll read it and I'll be like, meh, I don't want to do that. And then I'll just kind of like keep scrolling till I find something. So I just love, I wish I would have grabbed it. I just have like a 3-ring notebook. It's small. And okay, I just moved my morning nook because I am so huge on having a morning spot for just you. You have got to have time for you. And so many of us are like, well, I work out, I get that 30 minutes. No, you're right. That's awesome. But let's go a little bit deeper, right? Like let's dig in a little bit deeper to just those 30 minutes. And you have to have time to sip your Energize and really focus on you, like really dig down and focus on you. So every morning I wake up at 5:15, 5:30. And this has just been a new development this year. So don't like, I'm not magical at this, but 5:15, 5:30, I wake up and I go to my bathroom and my husband put a chair in the bathroom. Okay. And it's not the toilet. I have a real chair in there and I have a soft blankie and I have my journal and I have my book. I'm reading Atomic Habits right now, which is incredible. A little scientific-y sometimes, but incredible. Makes you realize that you have no habits that are good. You really need to like figure that out. And then I have this thing, it's called a gratitude journal. I got it on Amazon. The thing I like about it is it literally has like 1, 2, 3. Like that's it for the day. And I just write 3 things I'm grateful for. And then I write in my journal. And sometimes it's like 5 sentences. Sometimes it's 50. If you couldn't tell, I talk a lot. So it depends on the day. And then I read 1 chapter. And then I go down and I log on our virtual Zoom, which Cassie's always waiting for me at 6:30. She is the most consistent 6:30 a.m. person ever. I log on our Zoom and we work out together. Like that is my morning. And I used to just wake up at 6:30 and log on and be like, oh, hey, let's work out. I just rolled out of bed. Well, then what happens after your workout, you guys? Your kids wake up, they need breakfast, you need breakfast, your husband needs something, the world starts spinning and you start spinning out of control. So then nighttime comes around. I don't have the brain power to read at night. I really don't. I know some of you may, and that's awesome. By the time my kids go to bed, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. I'm like, my brain can't form a sentence. It can't read a sentence. I'm done. So that time is gone. So I really had to look at my schedule and go, where can I fit in this time for me? And it really just meant waking up an hour earlier. Now, I'm not a morning person. Never have been. Hate it. I'm a night owl. I'm like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, let's party. Who wants to go to the non-existent club because COVID? And I'm too old for that anyway. But it's like nighttime, that's what I want to do. I had to switch my habits around to match my goals. My goal is to fill out my tracker every single day except for Saturdays and Sundays. So I wake up, I do my stuff, fill out my tracker, takes an hour. And this is after my workout. So by the time I poured into me, I got my workout done and my tracker. I'm 2.5 hours into the day, started at 5:30. By 8 a.m., I'm done. My kids log on to school, but I'm done with my work.
Right. So you do your tracker all in one sitting.
Yes.
So I like the tracker because you can break it up.
Yes.
So I think it's important that people know that you do not need to do it all in one sitting. Is it beneficial? Maybe, but just because it works for Shay doesn't mean it'll work for.
Yeah. And it has it all broken up. I mean, I don't know if you guys have the tracker printed out, but it has it broken up anyway of like 20 minutes to initiate conversations, 15 minutes to follow up, 15 minutes to invite. So I was breaking it up. But then for me in my schedule, I was finding that I was always missing like half of it because by the time I was like, oh crap, that tracker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, work. Whoops. Wonder why my business isn't growing. I was forgetting it. So for me, it works to just sit down and bust it out. But I do love that you can work in very small pockets of time and still move your business forward if you're doing the work.
Yes. It is in our team page, so I will just tag it on there and I'll just like repost it so everyone has it. And you just print out 5 a week? Is that what works best for you?
This one's for the whole week.
Oh, right. Okay. So once,
I do have this one. I also have this one. Like our team, we have what, 5 trackers in our team page? Only because things work different for different people. And so we have like a business building one. We have that's daily. We have the weekly. Like we made sure to kind of just touch all the bases because
to accommodate whoever, because that's what I also love about this company is that everyone's different, right? It's like just because like my diamond business looks a lot different than other people's diamonds business, and some people's emeralds business looks different than other people's emeralds business. So that's what I do love about. And I'm here. I don't know if you could see me or not. I'm just rocking a baby.
So that's what matters.
Yeah. So that's also what I do love about this. I do love that tracker, but I downloaded that book. I'm going to listen to it because I struggle with consistency and with like being organized. Like that's one thing I'm not organized. And that is my 2021 goal, is to be organized and to put my dreams and my goals and share them.
Yeah. And the Atomic Habits book, which I can rarely pronounce, really opened my eyes personally to one, I need to have systems that match my goals. And all of last year, Emily and I talked systems, but I think we were just looking like, we have to do all these huge things and we need multi-video trainings and and it was like, whoa, hold on. I just need systems in my life to just show up. And so it really like kind of pointed that out. And then the other thing was like having a specific place for your morning routine, which is different than your workspace, which is different than your relaxing space. So it's really cool. If you haven't read that book, I'm almost done with it and it's incredible. And then my next one is Think Like a Monk, which everybody's reading. So that's my next one.
So. I heard that one was good too.
Yes.
What is your favorite PD book?
Emily's like, I'm more of a podcast girl, honestly. This year, my goal is to read more books. I'm a huge Trent Shelton podcast fan. Love his podcast. Our team focuses on Trent Shelton, the Life Coach School podcast. Anything Brene Brown is awesome. I like anything that digs deep into you. And not just like only gives advice all the time. I like to know why I do things. And so I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to that. So I like podcasts and books that kind of like fillet you open so that you can be a new human when you're done. Those are my favorites.
Are you going to St. Louis?
I'm planning to. If it is happening, I will be there. And I'll probably drive because I'm in Colorado. And so it's not that far.
I have no idea. I teach history too, so I should probably know Missouri. I guess that's what, like 3 states over.
I just have to drive through Kansas and then I'm in Missouri.
Oh,
yeah,
that's easy for you.
Like even if it's like a 12-hour drive or 15-hour drive, oh darn, 15 hours in the car listening to my own music and having my
without
own
kids.
Like, I will be rolling up to St. Louis with like some major like gangster rap in my car and like all the things that I can't listen to with my kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be there. I don't know if anybody else has signed up for it, but if it's a go, Summit's awesome. Oh, and we do have Team Cup coming up in next week. Not next week. Registration is open. So what is your take on Team Cup?
I love Team Cup. It
Yeah, I
is,
haven't really talked about it with my team yet, but if you could just like give a little bit
yeah.
about why
So
beneficial.
yeah, so the biggest thing for me is I'm driven by free stuff. Like personally, I love a free t-shirt. Like I'm kind of pissed that the first month prize is a hat because I always want that free, like first month, I want the t-shirt. And I'm like, a hat, which is fine. I mean, the hat is fine. I'm gonna get the hat. But I was like, I want a shirt. But the coolest thing about Team Cup is you get free stuff for helping people. And it is such an incredible month to grow your income. So February, it's so genius that Beachbody does this because everybody is like still on their health kicks and everybody's loving their little program that they have. But by February, they're like, this sucks. I hate it. It's not working. Well, that's when you're like, hey, did you watch me all through January, December, November, all of last year? I'm still here. You want to do it? And they're like, yes, I've been watching you all do it. So it's the best month to grow your business. It is the perfect time to up level your rank. And the more you hit Success Club and up level your rank, the more stuff you get.
Yeah.
And there's free stuff. I'm so driven by free. So it's just an incredible time. Like every month should be a non-negotiable to hit Success Club in your business anyway, because it means that you're impacting 3 lives. Impacting 3 lives can turn into impacting 9 lives. Like the trickle down effect of this business is so incredible, but don't miss the opportunity by missing Success Club. So hitting Success Club in February means you're also working more as a team too in Team Cup. So like for us, we usually do pods on Facebook where our group of 5 has their own messenger and you become even closer. Like our team is pretty small and close knit anyway, but you become even closer in those pods and you go through the ups and downs of this business together and you come out going, we did it. So Team Cup is awesome. And then we had one last year in August too, which was crazy.
Yeah. I forgot that we do too. Yeah, I love Team Cup. We do pods too, and then we're gonna just set up some teams, and whoever is interested in doing it, it's that you help 3 people, and then once you help 3 people a month, you also get points for rank advancing, bringing new people on, and we get free stuff from corporate. And I mean, I'm wearing free this, and then this coach is from hitting Success Club 9 months, I think. That was 2019, and this shirt's 2019 too. And then we get the camo hat. Christina's at Success Club 2 already this month. Ooh. Yes, and Shay, you said that you hit Success Club already, right? And
I'm waiting I have 4 share cards out, so I'm just waiting.
All right, cool. Does anybody have it?
I hate watching share cards. I'm like, when it says like they've looked at them and you're like, come on, just you gotta bump over to purchase.
Yeah. I always do. Tip for that is that I always say, let me know when you complete it, and then I see if like they did it or not. Like, hey, that link's gonna expire.
Yep. And it does too. And like I've had someone, they're like, well, I just checked that link a week ago, and I'm like, it's gone now. I have to send you a whole other one.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, if you want to be in our Facebook group, let me know.
Yeah. Right. Like, let's go. All right. I want to I'm just going to take like a quick video thing, but it doesn't take anyone's voices or anything. But I hope I have to call names. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for your time. I will put you guys into our drawing too. Let's see which one we're going to do today. We're going to do Is there cactus out in Colorado? I don't know. Probably not. Yes? No.
Some parts.
I'm thinking Arizona.
Yeah. In some parts, like southern Colorado, yes, but not where I am.
Well, let's do
I
this
have snowy mountains.
blue.
Ooh.
I don't even know. I just sent this one to Christina. Christina, these wash very well. You wash them in cold water.
Super cute.
And they hold your hair back and they catch the sweat. All right, so I'm just gonna copy and paste everyone's names.
Now my team's gonna be like, why don't we get weekly giveaways? Shay.
Hey.
For the record, I did give a blender away last month though, so they're spoiled. Hold on, you're muted.
That's what my students say to me every day. Mrs. Langan, you're muted. I'm like, I know. Sorry. My husband's like, again? You're muted again? Let me get everyone's name here. Hey, I thought I like copied and pasted last time.
Does anybody else have any questions while she's doing that? Questions, comments, concerns? Back to the teaching days.
It was so good. Oh, were you a teacher? Did I miss that?
I taught kindergarten.
Oh, good.
I didn't say it. I loved them.
That's awful, kind of. I teach high school, so I'm like on the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Complete opposite of that. All right, let me do.
My favorite instructor is either Elise or Shanti, because I like someone that like at the end of the workout, you're bawling. That's always my favorite. Like when you can get a good like physical and emotional workout in, that's my favorite.
Yeah, for sure. Have you done any of have you done Amalia? You never done the work?
Amala? Yeah. Sorry.
I probably said his name wrong.
Yeah, I did the prep and I loved it, but I can't remember why I didn't do the work. I did a program right after instead. Cassie will remember because she remembers most of my stuff more. She'll probably remember, but I did the prep. I loved it. But then I think MBF came out. So then I think I did MBF because it came out right after the prep. But I'm so excited for whatever he has this summer.
And that's also another reason why anyone who has joined within the last 6 months, well, I would say maybe the last 4 months, and you hit Success Club the next 3 months, you're gonna be in that test group with him, which I think is gonna be so awesome, and I'm so jealous.
I want to be in it. Like,
I know, me too.
I kind of want to I want to be a new coach just so that I can get really cool things.
I want to make sure that I have. Oh, I almost missed Rebecca. All right, I got everyone. Rebecca, Misty, Kristen, Katie, Justine, Jen, Danielle, Christina, Corey, Cindy, Christine, Cassie, Ashley, Amanda, and Shay. We cool? I think I got everyone, right?
I think so.
Okay, cool. I'm going to share my screen. Just so everyone knows that I am. Share this. Can you see the window?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so I am giving away one of these comfy, one of my most favorite headbands. I wear this one often. Christine Placo, I need Michelle's address if she's. Cindy!
Yay!
Yay, Cindy! Cindy is my OG, one of my OG coaches. She was one of my first emeralds, and she was my first. She's my star, actually. So, and she is a mama of 3. Worked out did you work out your second pregnancy or just your first?
Second and third.
Or that's what I meant. Second and third. And like literally her third kid. I think she like, didn't you like almost give birth in the car there?
No, that was Mia. That was the second.
Oh, okay. Like almost.
Yeah, the doctor warned me that he was like, you better show up a lot earlier for the third.
Yeah, so funny. All right. Well, let's sit. Let me take one more picture. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. And please let me know when I could get back to your team. Smile. Actually, let's do a boomy. How about that?
Oh no.
What?
I'm the worst at boomerangs.
Why? All you have to do is just
Actually,
shimmy your.
I can be in it, but if I go to take it, it's like a freaking earthquake goes off. And I don't know what happens, but like I feel like I'm only moving one side, but it's like.
Yeah, no, you just got to like shimmy your shoulders or go up on your chair, whatever you want. Okay. Let's go.
I think I popped something.
I know, right? Well, thank you so much for popping on. That's what I love about Team Beachbody is that we're here as a community together. And even if you just take one little thing that Shay said tonight and impact and put it into your schedule tomorrow and for the rest of the month, you're going to go places. So we're going to go places anyway, but just take little things here and there. And that's what makes you your own coach. So thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. It was so much fun. And just like Sarah was saying, like we all get to run our businesses differently, which is what changed our 2020 because I thought that you had to run Beachbody a certain way. And I was like, no, thanks. And then I was like, I get to do this my way and follow you and be genuine and authentic to who you are. The person to your right, left, above you, below you is not you. And the world needs you and Beachbody needs you and social media needs you. So show up as you with a little spice of Beachbody on top, and you will be so successful in this business and you will go places if you are authentic to who you are. So,
thank you. That's what we
I'm
needed.
proud of you guys. I'm excited to watch you guys just completely soar this year.
Thanks. Go follow Shay. She's so fun to watch. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone.